Welcome to the second part of this Chromebook Basics series. The objectives for the following tutorial are listed. I'm going to walk you through how and the purpose behind folders in Google Drive. I'm going to show you how to create as well as share documents as well. So when you are in your Google Drive, you'll notice up at the top here I have a number of folders already set up and labeled. The purpose of a folder is to organize information, to keep your drive organized in general. Folders that are created can be shared. That's a great way to share multiple pieces of information, something other than just a single document. So to do that, what we're going to do here is I've got 4 documents around competitive sports, which is the topic in our in my ELA class right now, that I want to organize and put into one folder. So to do that, we're going to go over on the left-hand side, and I want to make a new, click new, and then folder. It will automatically prompt you to name it. Let's call it competitive sports ELA. And when you do that, it will automatically put it right up here. And then it is a matter of dropping and dragging the documents that we want into that folder. Now there's 2 options to do this. I could take this document and I could click and drag it into here like so, and it automatically places it in there. Or if I, on the left-hand side here, if I select the down arrow here for my drive, the very same folder is here as well. And I could click and drag it over there too, and it's going to go into that folder. If you click and hold the Shift button, you can select multiple folders and then click and drag that, and it will place it in that folder. Now, if we go into competitive sports ELA, I've got all 4 of my documents there organized and there when and if I need it. If I want to share that out, simply right click on the folder itself. There's an option down here to share, and you can share it with whomever you want as well. Next thing that I want to look at is how do you initially create a Google document, a spreadsheet, or a slide presentation, which is a PowerPoint type presentation. Well, to do that, over on the left-hand side again, we're going to go over to New. And down below here, you'll notice we have options for a new Google document, a new Google Sheet, or a new Google Slide. It's all saved the same way. So for this case, I'm just going to open up a blank Google document. Very first thing that you always want to do when you open up a blank document is you want to name it. And you want to get your kids in the habit of naming their documents as well, for the sake of organizational purposes. They know exactly what the document is and what's contained in it. So here we'll just call this competitive sports tutorial. And once I click OK here, what that automatically does is it saves it in my Google Drive, and we should be able to see it. There it is. It just popped up. It is located right here. You'll notice that the default does not automatically put it in a folder. We could click and drag it from here, or once you're in here, if you click the file folder, the option here to move it to a folder is there, and I'll show you that. And let's say we wanted to add this to competitive sports ELA. Once you get the check mark, you'll know that it's going to go there. Click move, and it automatically sends it to that folder. Last thing that I'd like to show you is how you go about sharing a document that you create. So to do that, we're going to go over on the right-hand side here to share. When you do that, the default screen will come up, and it looks like so. So a couple of options and things to be aware with this. Depending on who you're sharing it with, you need to know the type of privileges that you are sharing with them. So if you click the down arrow here, there's 3 different options that you have to do that. If you share a document where somebody has editing privileges, that means they can make changes to the master document itself. This would be an option if you're going to be collaborating with somebody and creating something as a partnership, as a group. You want everybody to be able to make changes on the document. The commenting feature is, I've used that before in my ELA classes. That would be more for if you're seeking feedback. The person who has commenting privileges cannot make changes on the master document. They can simply make changes on the right-hand side. And I'll actually show you what that looks like in a second. And then the last option is view only. That means just that they can only view it. They cannot comment. They cannot make any changes. That would be a situation where if you're going to share a final finished document, you would share it so that it is view only and there are no changes that are made, there are no changes that are made to it. The commenting feature real quick, just so you can see what it looks like. Is going to look something like this. And once again, your activity is going to kind of dictate how you want to do that. So if we go back into the sharing options again, to share a document with somebody, simply start typing in their last name. So in this case here, let's say I wanted to share this with the other 7th grade ELA teachers. So Jenny Walsh, I start typing in her last name. She appears here. And then Hillary Singer, she appears there as well. I want editing privileges for that. If I want, I can add a note that will appear with the document in their email after I share it with them. The other option for this, if you go down to advanced, this is the option that I'm used to seeing. You can add people this way as well. Once again, to edit, comment, or view a document as well. The other option from a teaching standpoint to be aware of is you can share documents with a whole email group. So I created at the beginning of the year email contacts for all of my ELA and Com Arts classes. So let's just say I wanted to share this document with my ELA kids in hour 1. So if I start typing in ELA, I have the contact as saved as ELA 1. Simply select that and it is going to share it so every kid has editing privileges. One piece of advice that I would recommend, if you're going to share a template with your students, share it with them so that they can view it. When they pull it up, they have to make a copy of it. Therefore, they then have editing privileges on that. So a couple of different options for sharing documents. Always know, have your purpose in mind in terms of what you want to do with that document. Is it something that you're okay with changes if they're made on it, or if you don't want changes made on it, you would want to obviously share that accordingly. So just went through how to create a folder in Google Drive, how to create Google Documents, as well as the differences in sharing privileges.